Hi everyone, in this video, I'll walk you through the forecasting agent I've already built in Anytin. It combines Alpha Vantage stock market data with FinBERT sentiment analysis, which produces the optimistic, realistic, and the pessimistic price scenarios and save results in PostgreSQL for dashboards. I'll explain each node, show how the data flows, and then demo the output. So on the screen, as you can see, this is the workflow. In Anytin editor, the flow begins with symbols and configuration, pulls in data from Alpha Vantage, FinBERT, and historical data, runs feature engineering and forecasting, applies a quality gate, and finally stores results in Postgres. There is also an alert part in case data quality is too low. As you can see, I have included this node as send email. So first we'll go through symbol node. Here I have given this list of tickers which I want to forecast, like AAPL, which is known for Apple, MSFT Microsoft, and TSLA for Tesla, along with the 30 horizon day. I have also set up this configuration node. As we click here, as you can see, you have to give your API key here for generating the data from Alpha Vantage and FinBERT. So how I got this Alpha Vantage API key? Just go to the Alpha Vantage, click on Get Free API Key, fill out the details here, and click on Get Free API Key. Here you will get the API key, which will only give you 25 requests per day. And if you want more, you need to subscribe for the premium membership. That's why I have taken the three stocks, which is AAPL, MSFT, and TSLA, because there was the limitation of API key. Here is the FinBERT node, which calls like HTTP method. As you can see, this is the post method. Here you have to give your API key generated as bearer, HF, whatever is your API key. You can just simply go to Hugging Face, create new token, and get your API key and select the read permission. If you want the full video of how to connect this FinBERT to the in the Anytin, you can watch my earlier video, which will give you all the details. Now, since we have collected all the data, we'll go to the merge node to just merge data coming from different like Alpha Vantage and FinBERT. You can just select the mode as append and number of input 3 because we are collecting from 3 sources. This is the code node which calculates the momentum, volatility, and trend from the stock prices. It also converts sentiment into numeric form +1, 0, and -1 and creates a quality score that checks whether enough good data is available. Next step is the if node. So if the quality score is below 60%, the workflow sends an alert instead of writing the bad data. As you can see here, I have given this condition. And how to give this condition, you just have to pull, like here is the quality matrix. Pull this quality matrix into this. It will write you the expression in JSON and select the condition is greater than or equal to 60. As you can see, all of these are greater than 60. That's why it fall into the true branch. If it was less than 60, it would have fallen into the false branch and generated a trigger which will send an email to your email, whatever you have written here, and it will show you the result as forecast skipped, data quality below their shoulder. Overall pact is this. Now let's go to the this code node, what we are doing here. So this generates 3 scenarios: realistic, baseline forecast, optimistic higher bound, pessimistic lower bound. It also adds confidence score and error proxies like MAPE and RMSE. Here is the Postgres node. As you can see here, I have deactivated this code because we don't require this node whenever we run the workflow. So just whenever you run the workflow initially, just create the table, run it for one time, and just deactivate it here so that it won't trigger again and again. And this is the Postgres insert row workflow node. Here are the output as you can see here. So Postgres insert node shows results with Symbol and timestamp. This is AAPL, MSFT, and TSL, as you can see. Optimistic, realistic, and pessimistic values, overall confidence, volatility level, and the error metrics. For example, Apple shows medium volatility with around 0.67 confidence. MSFT shows steadier movement and higher confidence, as you can see here. The confidence is higher, the volatility level is low. TSLA has more uncertainty, which reflects its usual market behavior. So the workflow is modular, so you can add more ticker and schedule automatic runs with a cron trigger. You can use a different API as an alternative. Here I have used Alpha Vantage Market Data API. You can use Polygon.io, which is an alternative, and you can have you can generate more requests per day. Because of the limitation of Alpha Vantage as 25 requests per day, I have only taken the data from this three tickers, three symbols. You can also implement proper backstating to validate accuracy. That's the workflow of my N forecasting agent. Market data plus sentiment turned into scenarios, saved to Postgres, and ready for visualization. This is the GitHub file. If you want to look out further, you can just go to Mycroft under N10 workflows, forecasting agent. You can see the .md file, which is the README file, and the JSON workflow. If you want to connect with me, you can just go to my LinkedIn named as Anshika Khandelwal and just connect with me if you want the further details. If this helped, please subscribe to the Humanitarians AI channel, and thank you for watching.